Okay. So that's the end of the metric conversion power hour. It will be placed on the website. Now I can talk to y'all. Woo! All right. What's up, y'all? How y'all feeling after these metric conversions? Y'all good? Y'all good? Y'all good? If you've been on, I appreciate y'all for hanging in there. You got a free session. You got a free session. This is part of my subscription. So every Thursday evening and afternoon and Friday evening, every other Friday, I have a Puzzle Master Power Hour session. Okay. And this was part of the first two that I did. I did like a basics one and that recorded, but then my metric conversions one did not. So I had to redo it. So I'm going to add these questions for download for the PDF, and the video is going to be on replay. So how you see this video that I'm going to put on the website is on my website. It's part of the Puzzle Masters Power Hour. It's $18 a month. So you have me as a tutor. You can have me throughout the whole year for less than what? I don't know. What you spend on a bundle? I don't know. So it's not private tutoring, but it's focused tutoring, because y'all know how I get on here and we do Work It Out Wednesday and we just go all over the place. You get a full lesson and you get breakdown and you get to ask questions in the Zoom chat. Like, unlike this one, it goes fast and I miss stuff, and the Zoom chat is more controlled. And so yeah, that's the Puzzle Masters Power Hour that I have rolled out this month. I know a lot of y'all are going to be starting school next month, so I will be doing another dosage metric session, and then I'm going to be getting into some more stuff, some day versus dose problems, how to spot the fluff, how to set up the different problems, doing some pediatric stuff. This month I had IVs, I had oral capsules and liquids and tablets. So all that's there. So I'm going to add this one. So yeah, I appreciate y'all for hanging in there with me while I get this done. So what else do y'all want to study tonight? Because I'm making up for me not being on last night because I was sick. You made this simple for me. Thank you. I am glad to be able to help. All right. If you are new here, I'm Nurse C, a blessed RN. And I help thousands of nursing students defeat dosage calculations. We have fun here. This is a safe space. You talk to me, I talk back. Yes, Miss Roxanne, thank you. I appreciate it. Miss Roxanne has been a willing participant and active participant in my Puzzle Masters Power Hour. And yeah, don't take my word for it. Ask Miss Roxanne. So it's a great investment if you don't want to do or you cannot do private tutoring, which I offer. So if you look at the calendar that I have posted, you can choose which sessions that you want, and it's on Zoom. So as long as you got a Zoom account and you got $18, then you can study with me and you can like knock dosage out the park. I don't know, but what else do y'all want to study tonight? Okay, Gia. What else? What else? What else? What else? Your love, your love, your love is my drug. I got a question. Do you want to have a party in my basement? Make your heart beat like an 808 drum. It's my love, your drug. I love dosage calc. I learned my metric conversions in one day with your ebook. Oh, and guess what? The ebook, it's been $20 all month, y'all. It's been $20 because y'all got me to 50K followers. So that is my gift to you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for putting me in your Facebook groups. Thank you for following my YouTube channel. I have one of those if you haven't, And that's where the replays from like the Work It Out Wednesday sessions are. That's where the other video breakdowns are. So I try to have something for all of the students, Some people can't afford this, and I know you're in nursing school, so you got different stuff, man. Don't struggle alone, okay? My school has a conversion sheet that they let us take to the exam hall. That is wonderful. I'm trying to read through all of the stuff that I could not answer. So as y'all pop up, and let me know what y'all want to study tonight, because yeah. Yup. In some classes, I've learned measure. I don't know if you remember me, the 19-year-old who didn't know if she wanted to do RN or LPN. I'm now 20. Oh, shoot. Fabby, if you still on, yeah, I remember you. Congratulations. And congratulations to everybody who's starting school next month. I'm so excited. I don't know if Kevin's still here. He popped in. That's the NCLEX coach. So once you get done defeating dosage and passing all of your classes, that is who you need for the NCLEX. Hey, Black Panther. I wish we can go live together. My Hesse is coming up for the third time. Oh, shoot. Well, let me know. I understand it, but I have trouble plugging it in. Crazy thing. This was on the Hesse and I passed. Well, you did something right, Tess. Happy Thursday. Do I have any drops per minute questions? Of course I have those. Of course. Of course. Hold on. Okay, I had to drag the puzzle piece. Weight-based pediatrics. All right, let's do some more things. Drops. So I did a drop session. So with the subscription, if you can't make it to the actual Zoom, then you can view the sessions, and you can still download the questions as well. So I did a drop per minute question. I sure did. Oh, well, session. And I did a milliliter per hour and completion time. Yep, it's there. So, drops per minute. There are 2 ways. And y'all do me a favor. Y'all double tap the screen for me. I know y'all, I'm asking a lot. I asked y'all to help me sit through the metric conversion session. I asked you to just bear with me, and I used y'all. I used you as my audience. Well, can y'all double tap? Get some likes going. Let's share the live. I know it's 10 o'clock. And I got energy, I guess, because I wasn't feeling good last night. What's my website again? It is in my bio, but it's abrntutoring.com. All right, thank you. So I appreciate y'all. So listen, there are 2 ways that you can give an IV. One is on a pump. One is via gravity. Gravity is going to be your drops per minute questions, okay? So either way, you're going to be looking for 2 things: the amount of liquid that you're giving to your patient and the time that they want you to take to give it to your patient. With your drops per minute question, you are also going to need your drop factor. Your drop factor is how many drops fall in that little squeezy chamber that will deliver 1 milliliter of medicine or solution. Okay, so what are we looking for? Liters, milliliters, that's your liquid. Time, hours, minutes, right? And your drop factor is always going to be drops per minute. Okay, so let's read. And don't fall for the fluff. Drug B, 1.5 grams, is ordered IV piggyback in 500 milliliters every 8 hours over 2 hours. The IV tubing has a drop factor of 20 drops per milliliter. What will the nurse set as the rate in drops per minute? All right, y'all. So we talking to each other now, all right? I'm not recording. What is the goal? What is this question asking for me to solve for? What am I looking for? Put it in the chat. I'm glad you did too, Leah. How you doing? Are you in LPN, RN? What are you doing? What is this? Drops per minute. All right, wonderful. Y'all are at a good start. I love it. Okay, so remember what I said we're looking for: volume over time, right? What is the amount of liquid that we're giving? How much liquid are we giving? So what's that? What's that? Put that in the chat. This is how you picked out the puzzle pieces. No, where is that gonna fit? 500 milliliters. Very, very good. Okay, so boom. So remember, we need volume over time. How long will it go over? how long will this go over? I see two different answers. I see two. Which one? Will it go over? Over. 2 hours, right? Boom. You see how it says over 2 hours? This Q in front of the 8 means every. It's never going to be every. It's always going to be over for your IV questions. Why? Every indicates how often you give a dose of medicine. Is this asking about how often we give drug B? No, it's asking how fast we want to give drug B. So it's going to go over 2 hours, okay? So it's never every. It's always two over. That always going to be over. So that's over 2 hours. That's going to be fluff. So I scribbled it out, okay? So 2 hours. That's volume over time. And then what's the third thing that I said we're going to need for your drops per minute questions? The drop factor, right? So boom, this is my other puzzle piece. All right. So now what do we do about this 1.5 grams? Nothing. It's fluff. It's fluff. It's big fluff. So why we're not going to use that? Isn't that important, Nursey? Isn't that part of the medicine? Yes, it is. But listen, if you have a bottle of water and you have a packet of your powdered beverage that you want to reconstitute, don't, when you put the powder into the liquid, that powder is now part of that liquid and you drink it and you drink the powder and the liquid all together. It's the same thing for your IVs. 1.5 grams is in that 500 milliliters of fluid. So when they get the fluid, they're going to get the medicine too. So therefore, I don't need it. It's not asking me anything about the grams. It's just asking me volume over time. So it's fluff. Does this make sense? If it makes sense, I need y'all to put a 1 in the chat and I need you to double tap that screen like crazy because I just told you like the secret to success for all of your IV problems. You better never get it wrong. Ever get it wrong. Y'all can you tell I feel better tonight? I was pitiful last night. Y'all wouldn't have liked me last night. You're like, get off of here. Yes. Okay. So I'm glad I can make some things clear for you. All right. So now let's set it up. She said I missed the secret. Yes, you did miss the secret. Okay. So what I said was, when you have your IV problems, like your drops per minute, and it gives you a medicine that is ordered in like grams, micrograms, milli equivalents, units, whatever, and it's just asking for the rate, which is how fast you're giving the medicine, that medicine, that's mass, right? That's a whole thing, right? So I just said, if you have a bottle of water and you have a packet of powdered beverage and you pour that packet into the water, you shake it, it's all together now. And when you drink it, you're drinking the water and the powdered beverage as a new thing. So therefore, this is the same philosophy as what's going on. That 1.5 grams is in that 500 milliliters. Do you see this? You see this says in? It's in there. It is in it. Okay, I'm back. Let's set the problem up, okay, before y'all like unfollow me. All right, here we go. If my goal is drops on the top, if my goal is drops on the top, I'm going to start with my drops on the top. So this has my drops in it, okay? So 20 drops over ml, okay? Now, my milliliters are on the bottom. See how I was doing them in my metric conversions? If you were here for that, whatever is on the bottom now has to go to the top. So this puzzle piece has my milliliters in it. So 500 ml is going to go over 2 hours. Now, I need my puzzles to look like my goal, right? So minutes is on the bottom in my goal. What I have right now is hours. So my last thing that I'm going to do is do an hour to minute conversion. So 1 hour equals 60 minutes. Hour cancels out. Now we have drops on the top and minute on the bottom, just like what the question asked for. And that's how you get the points, okay? So I'm going to put it in my calculator, multiply across the top, multiply across the bottom, divide the top by the bottom. I don't know where this burst of energy just came from, but oh my gosh, I feel better. So we get 83.3333333, right? Can you divide a drop? No, you cannot. If you go in the kitchen and the faucet's dripping, it's either one drop or not. It doesn't cut in half, right? If it does, then you need to call the priest. So therefore, we're going to round this to the nearest whole number. So my final answer is 83 drops per minute. Boom. She said, I call the priest. Yes. Any questions? Daisy said, can you tutor me? Absolutely. You can join the Puzzle Masters Power Hour, or we can do one-on-one. Either is whatever way is good for you. I go live on Wednesday nights here on TikTok for Work It Out Wednesday. I also do live Zoom sessions on Thursdays and Fridays, and that's part of my subscription. IVPB stands for IV Piggyback, and I talked about this in class too. So piggyback just means that that's the secondary line. You've got normal saline, lactated ringers, D5W, D10, whatever going as your main drip. Right now, we've got to add an antibiotic on so that they can get that over 30 minutes or however minutes. Well, in this case, it's 2 hours, right? So we're just going to hang that bag higher than the main bag. And once that bag goes in, your primary drip will start back going. That's all that piggyback means. Fluff. Don't worry about that. You'll learn how to set it up in clinical, and you'll learn more about it in class. Okay? How do you join the Puzzle Masters? You go on my website. There is a tab that says Puzzle Masters Power Hour, or you can go in the link that's in my bio, and then you click subscribe. It's going to charge you $18, and that's for the whole month. And even though half the month is gone, you'll be able to look on my videos that I have done and download my study sheets and the practice problems that went with it. And then you can also elect to join the other Zoom sessions that are coming up for the rest of the month. Yup. What time on Wednesdays? 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Secondary always hangs higher than the primary. Yes, it does. Okay. But it was 2 hours. Yeah. I don't know. I'm lost. What y'all talking about? Do you just do dosage calc or other stuff? No, Katie, just dosage. Just dosage. It is my only baby, and it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot to do. it's a lot. Trying to come up with a good method, because I do it with the puzzle piece method. I teach you dimensional analysis. It's my puzzle piece method, and I don't think anybody else is teaching you how to put puzzles together like I am. And I kind of make it simple, make it fun, make it less intimidating than math, you know? So yeah, Reconstitution. I do have a Reconstitution class coming up too. All right. Y'all want to try another one? Y'all think y'all can do this one? Let's try it out. Y'all read it and then tell me what the goal is. How do you catch the trick questions and distractions? Like, how do I need to know what to solve? Nash, that's a very good question. The goal. The goal is your very best friend in dosage calculations. What that question is asking you is what you want to give it. So all things associated with the goal is what you're going to use. And as we go through these, I can show you how to weed that stuff out. All right, what's the goal, y'all? What are we looking for? What do you want from me? What do you want from me? All right, what are we looking for? I swear I feel better tonight. I was like, I don't know. I was tore up last night. The nurse needed a nurse. I got myself together though. Whoa, what is this doing? It looked like Angry SpongeBob came and wrote on my screen. What the heckity of hex? All right, that's what we're looking for. Drops per minute, right? Okay, what is my volume? How much liquid? How much liquid am I looking for? Can you do the one I texted you when you? Oh, let me check my phone. Doodle Bob. Yeah, that's what's his name. Doodle Bob. All right. So we got 250 mLs. Okay. So remember, we're looking for volume over time. So how long do they want it to take for this one antibiotic or whatever it is, whatever drug H is? I don't know what it is, to go over. Okay. 1.5 hours. Good job. You didn't fall for the fluff. I love it. The nurses are coming. Okay. So now, what is your drop factor? $15 what? Y'all get in the habit of writing your units. Your units is the sauce. Your unit is the sauce, okay? Your units are what drives this train. All aboard. Doo-doo. All right, so 15 drops will be my first puzzle piece because my drops are on the top. So 15 GTT over ml. All right, what's next? My 250 mLs, right? So 250 ml over 1.5 hours. My milliliters cancels out. Now, I've got hour at the bottom, right? I need it to look like this. My goal, my mission is to make my puzzle look like the picture that's on the puzzle box. That's the goal, okay? What's my last puzzle piece? 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. So therefore, it cancels out. Got drops on the top, minutes on the bottom. Boom, puzzle completed. 15 times 250, 1.5, 60. So I got 41.6 repeating. What is my final answer if we round it to the nearest whole number? Okay. 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 Sounds good to me. 42 GTTs per minute. Oh, hey, when you go live, hey, I go live on Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. This is my makeup session because I was sick last night. Sorry. How do we know to ignore the 3.75 grams and the Q8? All right. So remember, it says that 3.75 grams are in your 250 mLs. What are we looking for? Well, look at the goal. What's that? Drop. Drop is volume. That's liquid, right? What's on the bottom? Minutes, right? That's hour. That's time, right? Does it say anything about a gram, about a milligram, about a microgram? No, because your solid parts are diluted into your IV fluids. So when you give the liquid, you're also giving the grams that's in it, okay? So therefore, it does not fit in your problem. We are looking for how long to give this liquid over. So you don't need the solid part, which is your medicine. Why not the every 8 hours? So this Q is every, okay? That's part of your SIG codes. Every means how often you give this medicine in a day. So 8 hours comes around, we're going to give drug H. 8 hours comes around, we're going to give drug H. 8 hours comes around, we're going to give drug H. Is this asking about how many times per day that we're going to give drug H? No. This is asking about how fast, how many drops every minute in that drop chamber, how many drops should fall to give this over. You see, it says over an hour and a half. Okay? So that's why we don't use every. It's never every. It's always over. Okay, what y'all doing? Well, okay, I had to go live on Wednesdays. It should be 90 minutes, not 60 minutes. No, it should not be 90 minutes. Well, I don't convert jack. I let all of my equation do the work for me. So all of the problems, the puzzle pieces are the original elements. So therefore, there is no confusion. So when I do dimensional analysis, because that's what you do, you take care of all of your conversions in the equation. You only have to do one computation. You might have an off day. It might not convert 1.5 hours to 90 minutes. But I know that 1 hour for sure is 60 minutes. So if I have my hours canceled out, my numbers will take care of all of the calculations at the end, because everything that is on the top and on the bottom has been canceled out except for what I'm looking for. And that's how dimensional analysis works. So even like if we did like a weight-based problem where you have pounds and you had your order that needed kilograms, I'm not converting that, because what happens when you convert sometimes? You have a million decimals behind it, right? You're like, well, where do you cut it off? Where do you round to? Do you round up? Do you round down? And then when you get to manipulating the numbers too much, that could change your final answer. And then you know how ATI is, you know how HESI is. If you don't put the exact thing that they want in there, you're going to get it wrong, even though you might have set it up right. So therefore, I do one calculation at the end. I pick up my calculator one time and I let my equation do all of the work for me. Now, if you want to, be my guest. I don't like too many steps. Extra steps. When you get to doing all that extra stuff, that's where the mistakes come in. Okay. All right, what y'all talking about? Y'all having a whole argument about 1.5 hours. What is going on? Can someone explain to me the 1 hour and 60 minutes? I know we need hours to cancel out, but how does that work? Okay, so let's go back. Let's back it up so we can get some clarity. I like the discussion though. Keep it coming. Keep it going. I got you, Gio. I got you. All right, so we had one. Well, hold on. Let me. Okay. All right. So listen. This is where we were at in our steps, right? So we need our equation to look just like this here. I need drops on the top and I need minutes on the bottom when I finish to know that the problem is finished. Okay, so right here, I have hours. Okay, I need minutes to be at the bottom and not hours. So therefore, I need to convert hours into minutes. So what does 1 hour equal? 1 hour equals to 60 minutes. So 1 hour is 60 minutes. My hours cancels out and now I have minutes on the bottom. So that's why you use your conversion. It is a conversion. It does not change based off of that number right there. Okay? 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. 1 hour is just like 24 hours is in a day. Just like 1 gram is equal to 1,000 milligrams. Your equations, your conversions, they don't change. They always are what equals to each other. Okay. So we want to give the drops for 1.5 hours. Yes. That makes much more sense. They throw a lot of distractions. It's 1.5 hours, so it would be 60.5 minutes. No. When you say 1.5, that means to give however many drops during that 1.5 hour. Hildy, you are going to give 250 milliliters over the span of 1.5 hours. It's going to take you 90 minutes, if that's what you want to change it to, or 1.5 hours to deliver this medication into your patient's veins. That's why it says over. It's ordered over. You always use the time it says to infuse in, to give over. Okay? The king of Houston, hey Bookie. Okay. Stop letting it zero that 1.5. So where did 30 go? Where is the 30? What 30? Where is the 30? I don't know where 30 was. Okay. Now y'all confusing me. Like what? Okay, wait a minute. I get that. But it wasn't done in 1.5, so the extra 0.5 hours isn't calculated. Okay, so y'all see now y'all are making it hard. See, that's what I'm talking about. When you get to converting and moving stuff, that's when it gets all confused. It is what it is. 250 milliliters is to go over 1 hour and a half, an hour and 30 minutes. Okay? That's when you're making it confusing. You're confusing yourself. Don't make it hard. It is what it is. Use what the problem gives you. Thank you to King of Houston. That's what I was talking about. Take care of that converting. That's why that 60 minutes is on the bottom. Thank you. It's okay. She is calculating the 1.5 hours times 60 minutes. That's the math. Okay. The math is going to math at the end. As long as you multiply across the top, get your number, multiply across the bottom, get your number, it's going to take care of it for you. Okay. So you just have that time to give it. You just have to give it within the hour. Is that correct? No, it is supposed to be ordered over that time span. You have to give this medicine in 1.5 hours. Woo. All right, what are we doing next, y'all? What are we doing? Oh, no, Gia. Okay, wait a minute. One of my students that I've worked with, she sent me a question to my business line. So let me see what she got on there. Okay, it says, okay, let's do this. Full screen. Boop, 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 boop. All right. The nurse is caring for a patient who is receiving 15. Oh, wait a minute. That's too chunky. Let's do this. Haha. All right. So 15 milligrams of morphine. Okay. Through an IV over 12 hours. Okay. It needs to be changed to IV hydromorphone. Calculate the equivalent hydromorphone dose for 24 hours. Record your decimal place. So what is hydromorphone? It doesn't give me a Gia. Does it have anything else that came with it? Hold on. Calculate the equivalent hydromorphone dose for 24 hours and is looking for milligrams. Did it have that's it? Yeah, that's missing something. Man, you mean I gotta go back to work? I'm sitting here on my break studying. Oh, literally, I sent you the pic. The nurse cared for a patient receiving 15 milligrams IV over 12 hours. Okay. It needs to be changed to... Oh, I see what this is saying. So this is saying that 15 milligrams is going to be over 12 hours, but it needs to be, so hydromorphone has to be given over 24 hours. So if you do changing the 15 milligrams to morphine to hydromorphone, I think. So you just put it over 24 hours? Is that what that's asking you? Yeah, that's what I was saying, King Houston. I'm confused on this one. Listen, I'm gonna look over this one a little bit more because I think it's supposed to be more to this. I Because it needs a volume. It needs a that question is weird. It is weird, right? I don't know, Gigi. I'm gonna try to ponder over it and see what I can come up with. But I think it needs some more. These dang short path assignments. I know, right? I know. But I got you. I'm gonna look over it some more and try to see because sometimes they come up with some weird stuff and they want you to do and they're not forthcoming with what it is that they're asking because that doesn't have a volume for the drug because you need a drug concentration or order or something. You know what I'm saying? What's available. So that's why I'm like, what? All right, what are we doing next? That made me go cross-eyed. I'm like, where is the rest of the stuff? All right. What else are we doing, y'all? Y'all quiet now? I'll go to bed if you want me to. But I had a little bit more in me. You say you're learning? Okay. Well, I'll just pull one out. How about that? Let's go. Let's do another problem. I gotta save 2 minutes from one live to a next. Not a nurse student yet, but getting educated early in math is my struggle. Okay, cool. New problem. Please do more. Oh, okay. All right. This is my type of carrying on. Yes. All right. Let's see. Oh, that's IB completion time. All right. Let's see. Y'all in these drops per minute. Do an infusion time question. I'm gonna do that one next. King Houston. Give us a question with unnecessary numbers. Fluff, right? Okay, I'm trying to think. Okay. All right. What's the goal? What we looking for? Okay. So what are we looking for? What are we looking for? What's the drip rate? Drop per minute, right? Okay. Always figure out what it is that you're looking for. Okay. So, what's your volume? What's your volume? Hey. What's your time? Yeah. Okay. Sounds good. What's your drop factor? Mm, mm, Look at y'all defeating dosage. Y'all are putting together these puzzle pieces. And I love it. Okay. I'm gonna calm down. But I get a little excited when folks start getting it. You know what I'm saying? All right. How are we gonna set this up? We're gonna start with our drops, right? Boom. 10 drops over ml. And then we're gonna do mLs next, right? Because what's on the bottom has to go to the top. That's the rule. Cancel that out. Everything cancels out except for what we're looking for. Okay, I have a question. Are we done? Or do we need another puzzle piece? 1 for yes, we're done. 2 for no, we're not. Or you can say done. I don't know. Just say something. Oh, we're done. Because what does your puzzle look like? Does it look like the goal? Is it drops on the top? Is it minute on the bottom? That's how you know that you're finished. Stop once you get to the goal, okay? Stop. Don't do that 1 hour over 60-minute jazz because you already have your minutes. So we're done. Pocahontas. All right, so 10 times 100 divided by 30. Take one of those zeros off. 33.33. So if we round this to the nearest whole number, because y'all have to work on your rounding, folks will crush dimensional analysis, but then won't round the answer. And so you get it wrong. And I'm like, no. They was like, yeah, I did round. Okay. 33 drops per minute. Boom. So you said the volume was 100. Yes. Yes, I did. That's how much liquid that the medicine is swimming around in, right? That's your bottle of water. And then that 1 gram is your powdered drink package. And you pour the powder into the IV liquid and you shake it up. And now it's all mixed together, ready to heal your patient. Or call C. diff. I'm just kidding. We don't want to call C. diff because it stank. All right. Oh, any questions on that one? Y'all good. Y'all didn't fall for the fluff. Round of applause. Baby made that clap. Yes. The nurses are coming, y'all. I told you I was going to make it fun and easy. All right. King Houston. This one's for you, Bookie. Hey, turn up. Whoop. You did. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Everybody who has bought the book. Oh my gosh. Thank you. I appreciate it so much. If you've subscribed to my YouTube channel, thank you. If you told your cohort about me, thank you. You told your teacher about me, thank you. I appreciate y'all. All right. The doctor orders a 500 milliliter bag of IV normal saline. YouTube, yes, Bookie, I'm there. So that's where these are reposted, the replays, and I have like just individual problems broken down. So if you don't want to like watch a whole hour and a half of just us cutting up, putting together puzzles, and you're like, okay, I got a test on P's safe dose range, I got a video for that. Or if you like need some more information about your conversions, I got a video for that. Yeah, if you're looking at fluid volume maintenance for your peds problems, trying to see how much IV fluid they need, I got a video for that. I got a lot of videos. So yes, it's a blessed RN. The same name on here. It's the same name across all of social media. I'm on the Meta apps too. All right, so the doctor orders 500 milliliter bag of IV normal saline to be infused at 20 drops per minute. The drop factor is 10 drops per milliliter. You start the IV infusion at 1200. What time will the infusion be complete? Okay, what are we looking for? What is our goal? What are we looking for? Let's work through this, okay? Because yeah. So YouTube, that's the serious side. Facebook and Instagram, that's the serious side. TikTok is where I can kind of let my hair down and have fun. I love my Work It Out Wednesday sessions. Okay. Thank you, Jenny. Jenny's got it. What time, right? So that's going to be our goal. Time. Okay. I always go to the question mark and see, okay, what time? So when we are looking for time, we got to have a unit of measure, right? Because remember, our dimensional analysis is driven by units, right? So am I going to use hours or am I going to use minutes? Tell me what you think we're going to use. And if you get it wrong, don't feel bad. Like, this is where we get some understanding, okay? Okay. Is either one or the other. Sorry. All right. So when we're looking for time, we're going to always look for hours. Okay. And I'm going to, unless it specifically asks you for minutes. But if it says hours and minutes, you're going to change out. You're going to be looking for hours. And this is why. When we get an answer, you'll have a whole number. And that'll be your hours, right? You can also get an answer. You can get the decimals behind it. That's going to be your minutes. So you'll either get a whole number and a decimal or a whole number by itself. But that will give you your hours and your minutes. And the way that we're going to find the minutes is that we're going to take the numbers behind the decimal and multiply it by 60 because there's 60 minutes in 1 hour. And that's going to give us our exact minutes. Okay. All right. So what are our puzzle pieces? Let's just go through and look at the stuff. So we know we need some time, right? So we're looking. Okay. We have 500 mLs. That's by itself. That's how much is in the bag, right? And it's going at 20 drops per minute. That's the rate. So 20 drops per minute. What's together stays together, okay? And then the drop factor is 10 drops per ml. You always got to have a drop factor for your drops per minute questions, okay? All right, we're going to start at 12 o'clock, but guess what? We're going to put this on ice because we're trying to see what time. So we're seeing how long this will take to complete. So how many hours and or minutes will it take to complete? So we got to do this part first and we'll come back to the 1200, okay? So if my goal is hour, what am I going to start with? I know next to nothing about nursing, but I love learning and math, so I'm just here. Shanice, come on in, Bookie. Come on in. You are welcome to stay. We're going to start with what it is that we were looking for. What is the rule? Don't I tell you to keep exactly? You're going to convert. You always start with your goal. If you always start with what it is that you're looking for, you never have to go looking for it. Okay? Convert. Yes, 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 yes. Y'all are picking up what I'm dropping. Okay? Always start with whatever this is. So we don't have that over there in those puzzle pieces. We don't. So if you don't have it in your puzzle pieces, pull out your conversions. That's why it's so important to know them. Okay. So 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes because I have minutes right here, right? So that will be my next piece. And I'm going to take it and flip it. So minute will go at the top. Your 20 drops will go at the bottom. Now I got drops on the bottom, so I'll put my drops on the top. 10 drops per milliliter. Drops cancels out. Now I have milliliter on the bottom. Guess what's going on the top? 500 mLs over 1. And you see how we just pieced together that puzzle? Yeah? Nothing hard about that. We have not done not one single bit of math until now. And it's just multiplication and division, which you all know how to do because you wouldn't be in nursing school. If I'm wrong, say I'm wrong. Okay, let's do the math. So 10. See. Okay. All right. So 10. That kind of looked like I was smoking. Oh, let me not do that no more. I don't do that. 10 times 500 divided by 60 divided by 20. So we got 4.166 repeating. I told you TikTok is the fun app. My YouTube and the website, that's where I'm serious. But I can let my hair down and kind of here, okay? I just passed my final dosage calculations exam in nursing school using dimensional analysis. Go ahead, Nathan. Go ahead, Nathan. All right. So listen, this is hours, right? So 4.16 hours. How many minutes is that? Like, is that a real time? No, that's not a real time because this is your hours. This is your minutes. Okay. So I'm going to take the 10th place and the 100th place, and I'm going to take that whatever number that is behind the decimal and multiply it times 60, because there's 60 minutes in an hour, and this is going to give me the exact number of minutes. So 0.16 times 60 is 9.6. So I'm going to round it to the nearest minute. So that's 10 minutes. So 4 hours and 10 minutes is how long this will take to completely go into your patient's veins. So it says at what time will it be complete, right? It didn't say how long, so we can't stop right here. This is just how long it'll take. So if I start this bag at 1200 and I add 4 hours and 10 minutes, this is your minutes, this is your hours. I want to add 10 right there. 12 plus 4 is 16. At 16:10, which is 4:10 p.m., that is going to be my end time. Just like that. Like when you're at the little poetry slam. Yes. Okay, I graduate in 10 weeks. Come on, Nathan. The nurses are coming. Congratulations. Yes. What type of nurse do you want to be? All right. I see y'all. Come on, Sam. Come on, Diajito. Did I say that right? I hope so. Okay, so we should never ever round, because my answer shows 4.1, so I shouldn't round. No, don't round these. Don't round these. So like that 6 is repeating forever, right? So take the first two places after the decimal. That's what you're gonna need. If it needs to be rounded, it will be significant enough. Like this one was like 9.6. That's 10, right? So just take the first two digits after the decimal, times it by 60. It's gonna give you your minutes. As someone who's struggling with chemistry, with grade 12 chemistry, is chemistry hard in nursing? So when you have the chemistry in nursing, well, you have to take chemistry in college for a prereq, but like when you actually get into nursing, it's just kind of like the principles of what the molecules are doing. Like is, the anion gas would be an alkaline and acidic. Like it's just the basic principles. So the actual chemistries that is like in nursing that you need to understand is not as hard as the whole chemistry course, in my opinion. Depends on the school. Ours had us round. Nathan, you do what whoever has the power to pass or fails you tells you to do. That is always my disclaimer, because a lot of different schools do a lot of different stuff, so you do what they tell you to do. Okay. Lord, don't let this question find me. Yes, Bree, let it find you, because you can put it together with your puzzle pieces. I did nothing different, but just find a time and add it to the original time. That's it. Okay, what are my puzzle pieces? 500 milliliters is in the bag. Okay, boom, that's a piece. How fast is it going? 20 drops per minute. Boom, those two are together. That's a piece. The drop factor, which you always have to have for your drops per minute questions, because that's what Nurse C told you. Boom, that's a piece. So what is this looking for? Nurse C told me to look for hours. So I'm going to always look for hour on my time questions. I don't have it. Let me pull out my conversions. Boom. Piece it together, piece it together, piece it together, canceling it out, canceling it out. The only thing that you did was multiply, divide, and add. Simple math. You got this. You got this. You just have to practice them. Okay? I ain't fussing at you either. I'm just saying. Y'all know things. You'll know things. All right. Pediatric dosage was a whole new policy. They're just little people. I wish my dosage calculation class instructor would explain things this way. Well, you're welcome. Yes, because I took a couple of fast courses through the summer, and the director of nursing was like, you might not have a good foundation when you start your core classes, and I'm worried. Okay, we're not gonna worry. We gonna come on along. Come on along. Just pull up your boots and let's go. Um, do 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 do. Like, okay, I'm really good with microgram per kilogram per minute. Those are my favorite. I love those. Will there ever be a case where we find minutes? Keisha, I ain't gonna never say never, but you're most likely just looking for the time. How long? And just adding that. I have not seen where they ask for a minute specifically. I see where they ask for, it says express in hours and minutes, which is what we did, but they never just ask for how many minutes. But they can ask for anything. But if you keep your puzzle pieces together and you start with your goal, you can find anything. That's why I like dimensional analysis. No formulas, no remembering formulas. When do you use this formula? When do you use that formula? Not very demure, not cutesy. Oh, so I don't need to be a chemist for core classes. No, 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 no. Let's do a microgram per kilogram per minute. Okay, let's do it. It's my type of carrying on. Yes. All right, microgram per kilogram per minute. Maybe I need to have me a sick night more often because I came back swinging. Oh, let's do this one. All right. Y'all ready? You ready for this? Do 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 do. If y'all think you can do this one, put a 1 in the chat. If you're not quite sure about it, put a 2. And we'll see what it do. Okay, I see a 1. Okay. Okay, Bree. Okay, Kaylee. Okay, Purple Rose. Okay, some twos, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2. Everybody got a row. Y'all remember that song by Ty Tribbett? 1, 2. All right. So, what is the goal? What are we looking for? First things first. Well, first things first, you got to read the question. Then we're going to find the goal. What is this looking for? She said 2-ish. Okay, then. Y'all are being honest. And that's all I can ask that you do. Because this is a safe space. We're going to fix the issues here. Then you're going to rock it out in the classroom. Then you're going to come back on here like Nathan. Like, I passed. And then we're going to do this. Hey. All right. What's the goal? Hey, Kevin. How you doing? Y'all, Kevin and his partner in crime, Nurse Glamber, they have a Facebook group where they do studying for NCLEX, and it also will help you in school. So y'all check that out. How many micrograms per kilogram per minute? Sounds good to me. Boom. Microgram per kilogram. Nathan, are you following Kevin? You're going to need him in a couple of weeks. Alrighty. So, what? You doing a pharmacology boot camp in August? Am I invited? I know I don't talk about the drugs, but I calculate them. Okay. So, what are our puzzle pieces? Let's see. What's together stays together, right? So, 15 mLs per hour. That's how fast drug T is going. We need that. Okay. The drug is available as 50 mg and 500 ml. 50 mg and 500 mLs. Okay, boom. The patient weighs 192 pounds. Okay. So we kept together what's together. So when you see in, per, over, with, the little slash line, that means that those things are together. Okay, they're relevant or equal. Okay, keep together what's together. All right. You could be our special guest. Oh shucks, a special. Thank you. All right. So what's the rule? We start with our top goal, right? Do we have any micrograms? Do we have any micrograms? What are we going to do? Convert. Yes. We got milligrams, right? So what do we need? 1,000 micros equals 1 milli. Remember your crumbs and your little micros pieces? That's when this comes into handy, right? All right. Boom, boom, boom. So now I got my milligrams at the bottom. So my next piece will be my 50 mg over my 500 ml. Boom, boom. Now I got ml at the bottom. So 15 mLs over an hour. ML cancels out. Now I got hour at the bottom. So we know we got micrograms at the top. That's the top goal, right? So we're working our way to what's on the bottom, right? So we have an hour, but we need minute. So what is my next puzzle piece? Okay. Correctamundo. I love it. Y'all are picking up what I'm dropping. Okay, so boom, that's the second goal. So here's where it could get a little bit tricky. Okay, but listen, just keep to what we've been doing. What needs to go on the bottom? Because the goal said we need to put it on the bottom. What needs to go on the bottom? Kilograms, right? Y'all know I don't touch the weight. I keep my what the puzzle piece is. You don't see me getting a puzzle piece and cutting it, do you? No. So I keep it. I keep whatever it gives me as it is. So I know I need kilogram at the bottom, but my weight is in pounds, right? So I'm gonna put kilogram at the bottom and my weight at the top. So 2.2 pounds equals to 1 kilogram, right? That's the conversion. So now I need, this can stay, but this has to be canceled out, all right? So what's the rule? What's on the top has to be on the bottom to cancel it out, right? So 192 pounds will go on the bottom this time and it'll be canceled out. And the only thing that's left is microgram on the top, kilogram and minutes on the bottom. How did you get 1,000 micrograms? Because our drug concentration had milligrams in it. My goal asked for micrograms. So therefore, I converted micros to millis. So 1 milligram is 1,000 micrograms. And that's what we did. Okay, do you help with conversions? I did. The whole session that was before I started just doing random problems was metric conversions. So I have a video on it, but then the one that I'm making tonight will go into the Puzzle Masters Power Hour. So yeah, the Puzzle Masters Power Hour is like this, but it's on Zoom and it's on one specific topic. So you'll get one topic per night, per session. And it's about 12 sessions a month. It's $18. So my answer is 0.28645, blah, 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 blah. If I round it to the nearest tenths, what would my answer be? She said, so I need you even more now. Okay. God willing, I'm here. 0.3 mics per kg per minute. That was fun, wasn't it? But you see, we just did it like all the rest of them. All the rest of the problems. It's the same way. Same way. Same way. Learn your conversions first. That's why I say it till I'm blue in the face. Y'all gonna be sick of me. I'm trying to post more and be more intentional. So y'all gonna be sick of me. You're like, you know what, nursey? Okay, I learned my conversions. Yes, learn them. You see how important they are. Can you explain why you rounded to the tens place? Just because I asked. It was just practice. Yeah. Guys, study your conversions. Okay, Kezia. Oh, can you explain? Okay. Do a safe dose range. You've been helping. I'm getting it, but that last problem, shaking my head. The questions are hard. The time questions. Okay, Bri. Okay. Everybody has their Achilles. What type of nurses do y'all want to be? I've been a nurse for 15 years. I was an LPN, and then I got my associates, and then I got my BSN. And right now I'm on a travel contract. So it's like when people reach out Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, I'm sleeping in the daytime. Sorry. Then I work at night. And I work on a med search unit. Yup. Oh, let me find this thing while y'all telling me. LPN mental health. Okay. Flight nurse. Okay. Travel. Undecided for now. CVICU. ERA. Okay. Neo ICU. Were you able to get a job? Heck yeah. Heck yeah. At a level 1 trauma. And it was a teaching hospital. And they paid for my BSN because they're a magnet. Mm-hmm. Some people go through their whole careers with an associate's. Don't let them fool you. It just depends on location and the type of facility. Yep. Labor and delivery, ER, ICU. What could be the best for men? Oh, you just gotta be a nurse. We're gonna always need you everywhere. It just depends on what you like. I wouldn't go into labor delivery. Okay, I'm sorry. We're being serious. But most guys most guys that I know, they do like ER because they just, you get everything through the door when you're in ER. Like that's what a lot of people don't understand. Like the ER stays popping and jumping, especially during COVID. But it's like you get everything that's there. So, if you're a man, you might like that. A lot of men like ER, some like the ICU, and there are men on med surge too. It just depends on what it is that you like. I don't think it's like gender specific, except for when it comes to women's health, because a lot of female patients aren't, kind of comfortable in that setting with man. Cath lab or would be good because they have some strong attitudes down there. Lord have mercy. I ain't gonna talk about them though. What are we doing? Safe dose range. What is this? Oh, that's fluid maintenance. Okay. Oh, no. Oh, no. What's this? Okay, let's do it. It looks like something nice. Can someone help me? I guess we need to put a poll up. I don't know how to do it. Okay, they said you need a BSN for flight, but there's so many routes one can take. Okay. Tele and ICU. You have tele, like I even have telemetry patients on mid-surge. Everybody's on tele. If your electrolytes are off, you're having dysrhythmias, you're in for like an acute kidney injury, anything like that, you're gonna be on tele. So tele's everywhere. It's not just specific. Trauma center. Oh, you want to see some stuff. Cath lab. OB was not for me. Okay, Nathan. I'm a single parent. Do you think I should work my way up starting with seeing? If you want to be a nurse, go ahead and be a nurse. Why waste time? Go ahead and jump in it. You do not have to like have a lower percent. Like you don't have to climb up a ladder. If you want to be an RN, go be an RN. If you want to be an LPN, be an LPN. Prepping for NCLEX. I would like to work with corrections. Okay, NCLEX. Love it. If you want to work with I'm too nice. I ain't thugged out enough. Like I don't know. I don't know. I don't think I would be good for corrections. Even though like this week, I don't know, we had some crazy stuff going on. Hey, Miss True. Mother and baby anytime, any day. Okay, cool. We need good mother baby nurses. We got into nursing school. Oh shucks. Look at you. Congratulations. That's what I'm going for. PACU. PACU is cool. I think PACU would be cool. What about community versus university? Okay, so I went to both university and a community. I actually started out in a community and I switched over. So if you don't know okay, so I guess we can pause for a minute. Pause, and then we'll get back. So I was an LPN first. I started out at a university and I started with my prereqs, all of it. You know, the university is connected to a hospital here in Alabama. And so therefore, like, they made it hard. Like, it's a med school too. Like, so it was hard. And so the thing is that I was trying to hurry up and get my nursing license, okay? Because we'll get into that. Anyways, and so I didn't know the difference between LP and RN. Like, I did not. And so what happened was I saw how you could get a nursing license and you be a nurse in like 3 semesters. And I was like, heck yeah. And it wasn't as much competition. And I didn't have to do all this stuff that I would have done at the university. So I said, let's do it. And I hopped right into it, got in, right? Boom. Went through it, failed the last semester by 2 points, had to retake it, boom, finished in December. Took my NCLEX March 20th, okay? Well, March 30th, 2010. And then I was at LPN. So I did not know that there were different scopes of practice. So therefore, I was like, okay, I want to do more. I want to go in these different settings because in Alabama, you have to have different licenses for different settings. Even though like when I was an LPN, I did long-term care, I did rehab, I was a school nurse, and I did home health, and all of those I loved, but I wanted to be in the hospital. And the more that if you're an RN versus LPN in the hospital, more that you can do in your scope of practice. Okay, so I was like, I need to go back. So I went back to that same community college and started all the way back over because I actually finished a whole online program minus the clinical part, but that's another story. I know. All things work for the good. So even if you're like, oh my gosh, I just completed all of this and you're not going to accept my credits, it still worked out for the good, okay? So I went back to that community college, got my associates, and then started working at the university's hospital. And because they were magnet, they required that all of the personnel have a BSN by 2 years after you have started working there. So therefore, I started working there. They said, come on, you can do your BSN program. So I went back to said university that I started at and got my BSN, and I did it online without any clinicals while working full-time as an RN during COVID and pregnant. Boom. All right. A provider orders drug A, 125 milligrams by mouth twice a day for a child that weighs 42 pounds. The safe dose range for this medicine is 10 to 12 milligrams per kilogram per day. What's the safe dose range? And is it safe? Okay. Oh. So what are we doing with safe dose range problems? All right, so let me tell you, because a lot of people just be like trying to do math and you don't even know what you're looking for. So this is what's up, okay? You listening? Here you go. So what you have is an order from the doctor or provider, whoever, PA, nurse practitioner, whoever's a provider, okay? So that's that. Don't touch it. What you, as the nurse, are trying to see in this type of problem is this safe to give? You find out if this is safe to give by using the safe dose range, which is this. Okay? So we're going to find the green zone, which is safe, and we're going to find the red zone, which is not safe. Okay? So it says, is this a safe dose? So my goal is to see how many milligrams and then it's a dose, right? So how many doses are in the day? It says BID, right? So that means it's 2 doses in the day. So I need to divide this. So milligrams per dose, right? And my least amount that I can give is 10 milligrams per kilogram of body weight in the whole day. The most that I can give is 12 milligrams per kilogram per body weight in the whole day. So I'm going to do two separate equations. And my patient weighs how much? 42 pounds. Now, look, I'm finna show you some magic. This is how you can tell what you need from your problem, okay? If your goal is dose, and in your safe dose order you have day, is that equal? No. That's dose and this is day. So I need to see how many doses are in the day so it'll cancel out, right? So therefore, how many doses are in the day? 2. BID means twice a day, right? So in one day, there are 2 doses. So that's going to be a puzzle piece as well. Do y'all see what I did there? That's how you do your day versus dose. You're welcome. Quit making it hard. Look at your goal. Your goal is your very best friend. I ain't seen no taps come through. That's okay. I'll keep going. So, how are we going to set up our problem? We're going to look for milligrams, right? So, 10 milligrams on the top, kg, and day. All right. So, what comes next? I need either to cancel out my kg or days. I always start with my weight first, so I won't forget it. Because sometimes when you do the day, you're like, oh, I'm finished. Everything's crossed out. I'm like, no, you still got those kilograms right there. So 1 kg is 2.2 pounds. Kg cancels out. Now I can put my 42 pounds on the top and cancel those out. And my last puzzle piece will be one day has how many doses in it? 2. Boom, boom. Therefore, I am finished now because my puzzle looks like my goal, the picture. All right, so we'll do 10 times 42. And then divided by 2. So that's going to be 95.45. And sometimes they ask you to round it to the nearest tenth place. Sometimes they ask you to round it to the nearest 100 place. What's the rule? What is the rule? You do whatever the people who have the power to pass or fail you tell you to do. Okay? So, you can round it, you can leave it, whatever. Okay? That's milligrams per dose. I'm going to set up another problem the exact same way, but I'm just going to switch out the 10 for 12 because this is the least that we can give. 95.45 milligrams per dose. I need to see the most that I can give to this patient. Okay, so that's going to be 12 milligrams per kg, and that's for the whole day. 1 kg over 2.2 pounds. Kg cancels out. 42 pounds over 1. Boom, boom. And then 1 day. 2 doses. Somebody was like, it take too long to do dimensional. Usually I just put that together. Okay, come again. Divided by 2.2 divided by 2. All right, so 114.5454545454, right? So that is the green zone. 94.45 to 114.54. So listen, this is the green zone. Anything that is less than this number and more than this number is the red zone. So how much is a dose? 125 milligrams. So is 125 milligrams in the green zone or is it in the red zone? Not safe, not safe, not safe, not safe. No go. Thank you. That's how you do pediatric safe dose range problems. How you like it. This was neat. I need you on speed dial. My phone number is 205-578-2201. That is my business number. I do accept text messages on there. If you trying to set up a session, hit me. Call me, beat me if you want to reach me. That was for the Gen, I don't know. That's for the millennials. It's Gen nothing. Alrighty. Does this come in the LVN program? Yes. You might see that in the LVN program because some LVNs do, like I was a school nurse as an LPN. So you will have to do PEDS calculations. So you need the exact number. Bree, what's the rule? Whoever has the power to pass or fail you. So this one didn't have rounding, but you could have rounded if it asked you to round. I just didn't feel like rounding right now. 125 milligrams is not safe. It's too much. It's too much. That's the most that we can give right there. This is somewhere over there. It's too much. Got to call the doctor. Hey, you know that order that you put in for a patient in bed 6? Yeah. Can you please look at that again? I think that it's a little bit too much per the safe dose range. So if you could look at that again and clarify the order. Thank you so much. All right. Bye-bye. And that's how you do that. Y'all like how I code switch. Oh my gosh. I know. Girl, we wanted to say thank you. I got a 96. Congratulations. I gotta go for real, but I'm gonna see about sessions. Okay, Box. I'll see you soon. So how do you know whether it is asking per dose or per day? It said what's the safe dose range. Sometimes when it says like daily dose, like those words. But if it just says per dose, it is per dose. That's a good question, Kaylee. Thank you for asking that. Love it. Yes, it's in pharmacology, correct? Yeah, and then it's in all the rest of your classes too. Like dosage calculations is just like dosage and you done. Like for me, I had at least 5 or 6 questions on every test. So yeah. Besides my name, I knew I had those 5 questions. I was like, come on, 5 points. Yes. As a nurse, do you do calculations manually or on the computer before giving the medicine? So the way that it usually works is that the doctor orders the amount, it gets into the pharmacy, and then it comes through on your order and you check it. A lot of the stuff that you see that you give often, especially for me on the med surg floor, you give it enough to know like if it's something that's off. But for heparin, I am a stickler for that one because you give too much or too little heparin, that's fatal. A lot of oncology medicines, you have to do the calculations for that, and a lot of peds nurses have to do a lot of calculations. Who want to be a flight nurse? You're gonna have to give pressors and amio and all kind of stuff, all those critical drips. You're gonna need to know what's going on. So yeah, in dialysis we give heparin. Sure do. Girl, my school requires a 100. You could do that. Do you have any advice for med surg? I'm struggling. The case studies. Oh, like the what am I trying to say? I guess I'm powering down. The concept that we use here with the goal, use that in all of your other courses too. What is this question asking me? You see, I don't know if you were here for the discussion about the hour and 90 minutes and all that stuff earlier when people were like, well, is it the 0.5 and all that? And stop changing stuff and making hypotheticals. It is what it is. What is this question asking you? What is it asking you? Learning good test taking strategy, looking at it for what it is and what it's asking you specifically. Your prioritization. I can't talk. Your delegation, stuff like that. What is the main thing? Like what is going on? I had the Saunders NCLEX book, comprehensive NCLEX book during school. I know it says NCLEX, but it helps a lot during school too because it gives you all the information condensed to like this is what you need to know and how you need to know it. And then it gives you the questions with the rationales, and the rationales tell you why the answer is that answer. And that's what helps you form your nursing thinking, your critical thinking. So if anybody is starting school or you're trying to give somebody something, that Saunders book is it. I have it in my Amazon storefront. But yeah, scared, but I'll work hard. That's okay. Don't be scared. God didn't give us a spirit of fear. Love, power, sound mind. I need 100% this semester. Okay, you can do it. Nursey, I need your number again, 205-578-2201. And all the links to my resources, my website, the Puzzle Masters Power Hour, my YouTube, the workbook, all of that is in the link that's in my bio. My email. In farm, we are doing BSA, but in some problems, the weight is not provided. The weight is only, wait a minute, is only provided, not the height. Then how do you do BSA? Did they give you like the little nomogram? Like it's already kind of calculated out, and what you have to do is just go to where it is on there, like as far as the weight, and they like assume it's normal height. Somebody had one of those problems when I did tutoring before, and I was like, yeah, that's what you have to use because you have to have a weight and height to do BSA if you use the equation. Could we use calculators on exams? I was going to say absolutely, but then I was going to have to pop myself in the mouth because some people don't. Most programs do. Most. However, there are some out there that will make you do it by hand, and I've seen it. So you just have to check in with your specific program. That was really wild to me because I'm like, who wants to do long division on this? Like, what? Can we do a problem like the Ebony? I don't know if I have it. I don't know I have it. I don't know if I have that. So we really have to know the conversions. Yeah. No lie. No lie, yeah. Real folks say word. True. Tabs. What about tabs, Sam? You want one with tablets? Is that what you're asking for? Yeah. Okay. Tablets. What's this? What's this? That's easy. That's too easy. Wait a minute. I don't like that either. I don't want to do those. Let's do this. All right. You have them in your book? Yes. I got tablets, capsules, liquids, IV, drip rate, weight-based IV completion time, P safe dose range, weight-based problems, micrograms per kilogram per minute, heparin and heparin bolus. Or I feel like Bubba Gump talking about all the different types of shrimp. Barbecue shrimp kebab. Okay. Order gabapentin 1.2 grams by mouth daily. Available 600 milligram tablets. How many tablets will the nurse administer? Okay, so what are we looking for? I told y'all I did not feel good yesterday. I feel so much better. Oh my gosh, I feel so much better. Oh. All right. What are we looking for? 2 tablets. Well, no, that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for tablets. I was like, you gave me the whole answer. All right, so we got 1.2 grams. That's how much we're going to give. And then 600 milligrams is equal to 1 tablet. That's how much 1 tablet is, right? No, you're fine. And so, what are we going to start with? We always start with what we're looking for. Boom. 1 tablet over 600 mgs. Okay, y'all. Do we have milligrams in our puzzle pieces? You're right, Phoebe. So, we need a conversion, okay? So, we know that whatever is on the bottom has to go to the top. And I need to convert it to grams because this is what I have in my puzzle piece, right? Okay, that's how you know what to do. Is it making sense, y'all? Dimensional don't have to be hard. Okay, so remember, you got a gram and you got a milligram. Which one is the smallest one? The smallest is a milligram, right? So that's where the 1,000 will go. The 1 goes by the gram because that's the bigger one, right? 1,000 crumbs come together to make your cookie. Cookies and crumbs. All right, so now we have grams at the bottom. And I have those in my puzzle pieces, right? So 1.2 grams over 1 gets canceled out. And that's it. And that's it. So we'll do 1,000 times 1.2. What are you eating? What are you doing? Okay. I'm sorry. I had to look at Sunshine. She be kind of... Anybody got a golden doodle? They are so full of personality. Especially this one. Oh my gosh. So, like Sam said, 2 tablets. Your sister does. Oh my gosh. They so cute. I mean, so cute. But, oh, she got attitude. She looked at me like I was wrong. I'm like, no, what are you doing? Just smacking back there. All right. Any questions about that one? What we doing next? I think I got a couple more in me, then I gotta go to bed. I gotta go night night. Tablet again. I wish I can find the one that has like days supply. Where the heck is that one? Hold on, let me dig in the vault. Ooh. Let me see. Oh, that ain't it. Is that it? What if it would have been 1.2 milligrams and 600 grams? Oh, here we go. This is, oh, okay, this is what I want to do. This seems like fun. What you mean? Hold on, May. Yeah. That is my business line. Whoa, buddy. Pin the comment. All right, what are we looking for? Tab. Okay. Alrighty. So we're looking for how many tablets that we would need for a 10-day supply. Okay. So we just still looking for tablets. Okay. Okay. All right. So what do we have? I know that 15 milligrams, that is 1 dose. And then how many doses are in the day? 3. And then how many days supply? 10. Then how much is in my tablets? 5 milligrams per tablet. So you see, I just do things that are equal to each other. Okay? Okay. Because I was like, what? Okay, I got you. All right, so how we going to set this up? How are we going to set this up? 1 tablet, 5 mgs, 15 mgs. That's 1 dose. Boom, boom. Dose on the bottom. 3 doses are in 1 day. And I need a day's supply for how many days? 10. See, you can figure out anything. This is what I used to do like in the pharmacy. Alright. When I was a farm tech. 15 times 30. That means times 3 times 10 is 450 divided by 5, which would be 90. Yeah, 90. 90 tablets. Wasn't that fun? Did you like it? I like that one. I think all of them were fun. Y'all just be looking at me like, Nursey, please. Nursey gone somewhere. You was a little bit too happy about these puzzle pieces. I am. Bree, fix your face. Fix your face, ma'am. Oh, thank you. Let's do drops per minute. Oh, you had me on go last semester. Ma'am, I was so excited for you, Sam. Oh my gosh. Can't wait until I get to that level of fun with it. You'll get there. You just have to practice. How did I get 3? So, May, look at TID. What does that mean? It means that 3 doses are in a day. So, 3 doses are in the day. Hey, Risa. I'm good. How are you? I'm better tonight. I was sick as a dog last night. I did 15 times 3 times 10, which is all the way across the top. And then 5 times 1 times 1 times 1, which is 5. So 450 on the top, 5 on the bottom, get 90. Wow, I never understood how to do dimensional analysis. Thank you for turning me to a dimensional baddie. I love it. Yes, claps for that one. Oh, man. Oh, look, that will be on your timeline. Do you want to be a dimensional baddie? Dimensional baddie with a fatty. Oh, Lord. It's time to go to bed for real now. Maybe it's okay. It's late. I got lost there. That's fine. I like this problem. She said, oh, no, I'm good. Good. Okay, good. Hey, good first time here. Hey, Tanika. I'm Carlina. I'm Nursey, a blessed RN. It's nice to meet you, but my real name is Carlina. How you doing? Are you in nursing school? What program are you in? Okay, what I'm supposed to be looking for? Draw. What days are the lives? So, all right, let me show you some. The lives on TikTok for free are on Wednesdays. Okay, they're at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Okay, the Puzzle Master subscription, that's the one that's on Zoom. That's an hour long on the specific topic. Those are on Thursday afternoon at 3 p.m. and at night at 8 p.m. And then every other Friday evening, at 8 p.m. is another session. So I was trying to look at, boom. Yeah, that was the schedule for this month. So every session is its own topic. That is $18 per month, not per session, but for the whole month. You can get that. You can join however many ones you want to, and you can chat it up in the chat, or you can look at the replay because it's on my website in the members only section for your puzzle masters. And you also have the PDFs in the practice questions for them. So I tried to make different options because, of course, I private tutor. I have small group tutoring. Because some people just need that one-on-one. They have specific needs. Fine. But then some people like, I just need dosage because they didn't teach me in school. So, hey, boom. We'll pay this every month. You can have me through the whole program for like the price of your coffee. You know what I'm saying? So, I have the workbook. It's on sale this month for $20 instead of $38. It's just the ebook. The regular book is regular because, Trump got tariffs. Paper is expensive, but celebrating the fact that you all have trusted me and gotten me to 50,000 followers, which I just never even thought that I would get this far. So I said thank you. So that's for the rest of this month, the ebook, because I know a lot of people are starting school next month too. So the ebook, just the ebook. So if you got a tablet, it's $20. So yeah, instead of $38. So yeah. Next month, I'm working on next month's schedule. It will not be all the same stuff. I like to kind of do an intro session because a lot of people are starting school in August. So of course I'll do a metric conversion like the intros, but like I want to do the day versus dose next month. Do weight based. Do some peds safe dose range. Finding the what's it called? Fluid volume maintenance. Doing all types of stuff next month. So, yeah. Maybe some OB. I don't know. Thank you so much. My first time joining your live, and I'm starting LPN in the fall. Okay, Abigail. I will be joining every time. Okay, then, Abigail. I got some new friends. I'm excited. I love seeing the nurses come. Like, I've been doing this since January 2023. And, like, people have actually graduated and, like, started nursing, and it's just so cool, like, for me to have been a part of their journey. Like, it's the nurses are coming. I get excited. Nice to meet you. Yes, I'm in nursing school doing practical nursing. Cool. That's what's up. Do you still post the replays on YouTube? Yes, Miss Risa, I do. I go into OB on Monday. I'm scared. May. That's a rule. If you broke a rule, you can't say scared or fear, afraid, and all that jazz. Why are you behind me? Yeah, you can. All right. I'm listening in the background, not working, laughing. I need a book. I need a book. What's on the book? The ebook. It's in the link that's in the bio, Phoebe. Yes, we hear big LPN. Yeah. Don't let nobody tell y'all different either. LPNs. Yeah. Yeah, I was one for 10 years. So, look, I support all nurses. Y'all got this. Okay. What's in the book? Okay, hold on. Oh. Okay, that's the second page of the table of contents. But like the first page, it tells you the puzzle piece, what's going on, what you look for, how you set it up, what's fluff. Gives you your conversions, how you can remember your conversions, got military time, your abbreviations. Where is my book? Ooh, somebody's been in here. I don't have my book by me. I moved it. Where did it go? I might have had it in my book bag when I was at work. Okay. But yeah, and then you got your orals, so your tablets, capsules, liquids, your IV problems, reconstitution, I forgot to say reconstitution last time, but your flow rate, your drop rate, your completion, heparin, weight base, and in that weight base chapter, that's when you get your day versus dose breakdown. So it's like 4 different pages, four different situations on how you can tell the goal for what you are looking for and what's ordered to how you pick out the information. So yeah, it's like me in book form in practice questions. Okay. And then you got your micrograms, kilogram per minute. You got your OB and maternal drips. And then last but not least, your P safe dose range. Military time. Yeah. Am I just getting started? No, I'm not just getting started. I've been on for a minute. But I'm glad you're here. Hey. What program are you in? First time watching you. I need this book. I like the way that you teach. I'm glad. I try to make dosage calculations fun, inviting, as least as intimidating as possible. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people go into the program with the notion that, oh, it's dosage calculations, and they flip out and fall out before you even get started. No. First things first, learn your metric conversions. That's what's going to be your saving grace. That's what's going to be your foundation. That's what's going to save you and make it easy peasy, lemon squeezy, and all that jazz. Okay? So yeah. And then you need to learn how to do dimensional analysis. And that's another big word that scares people, because you're like, oh, I don't know how to do dimensional. It's just so complicated. No, we've been putting together puzzle pieces all night, and we only do one type of math at the end when we set it up. You just putting together, canceling out your units on the top and the bottom. I show you how to start it. I show you how to tell what's next. And then you can tell that you're finished because we write our goal. If your equation looks like your goal and everything has been canceled out, that's how you know that you're done. And then you just do the math, and that's it. So I can purchase the book now. Yeah, it's there. I completed RN school working. Pass it. Oh, cool. I'm excited. The nurses are coming. Yes, I just heard that for another live last week. I was like, now what's this? Huh? What you mean, Netta? What are you talking about? Reconstitution? Is that what you're talking about? So, Reconstitution. So, y'all know I like to break everything down and make it simple. All right. So, Reconstitution. You and you and you and you and you and you reconstitute all the time. If you've ever made Kool-Aid, you've reconstituted. If you ever had a packet of Crystal Light, you've reconstituted. If you ever had the liquid IV, you've reconstituted. You're adding liquid to a powder to make it a liquid so that you can consume it. That's it. Just like with the IV questions. The powder is in the liquid and they are together now. That's it. So what we are going to do is always for your reconstitution problems, concentrate on the concentration of the medicine after it has been reconstituted. Okay, so the physician prescribes drug M 40 milligrams IM. The vial of powder states add 8 mLs of bacteriostatic water for injection to the 500 milligram vial to make a concentration of 125 milligrams per 2 milliliters. How many milliliters equal the ordered dose? So what are we looking for? Milliliters, right? For just one dose, right? So you can write milliliter or you can write milliliter per dose. It don't even matter because we just have one dose, right? 40 milligrams is equal to what? One dose. And we just got one dose. So, yeah. I'm getting delirious. All right, so listen. We have some fluff here. We have some fluff here, okay? What is the concentration of the medicine after it has been reconstituted? Put it in the chat. I don't see nobody saying nothing. Okay, thank you. All right. Exactly. That's what you want to concentrate on. How many milligrams per milliliter, right? Well, 2 ml. Okay? So guess what this is? That's your bottled water, right? Guess what this is? That's your drink package. That's your powder. And guess what this is? What you're about to consume. You always want to get that final product. Okay? So this and this is fluff. Okay? So 2 ml over 125 mg times 40 mg over 1 dose. How about that? 2 times 40 divided by 125. So 0.64. Let's practice some rounding. If we rounded to the nearest whole number, what would our answer be? What would our answer be if we rounded this number to the whole number? 1. Very well. If we rounded this to the 10th place, what would our answer be? I see the whole numbers coming through. Yes, very well. And if we rounded it to the 10th place, what would our answer be? I see 2 things. All right, so let's look at it. Not you still here. Well, that's fine. I'm not kicking you out. You kicked your own self out. All right, here. Look. So you start at the place where it tells you to round at. And I have a rounding video on my YouTube channel. Okay? So, boom. You go 1 neighbor to the right. If that number is 4 or below, it's a no-go. So this is a 4, right? So that means that this number is not going to change. So it'll be 0.6. However, if that number that was the neighbor was a 5 or more, then we would raise the score. But it wasn't 5, so we just left it right there. Does that make sense? 4 below, no go. 5 or more, raise the score.